How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Do not adjust your set. I am Hitman Cobb, and welcome to another story. Well, this one I can't believe slipped my mind for a while, but then again, I haven't worked at this place in over a year and a half. But here goes. A couple years ago, I used to work at Target. Um, and and at Target, I was a cart attendant, and normally the shifts wouldn't be too bad. I mean, eventually they would wear on you as the hours went by, but it was mainly a good experience. But this particular experience had to be, eh, just like the title says, had to be my best shift ever, or at least my most favorite shift. Now, don't get me wrong. Every other shift, every now and again, I come across a cart or two where a customer have left something in the car, and let's be a note for anyone who is a cart attendant. There's the unwritten rule for cart attendants, and it's this: anything left behind a customer, left behind by customers is yours. Remember that. Anything left behind by customers is yours. And trust me, the customers be leaving behind some very useful stuff, or stuff that'll save you a couple of dollars. Usually it's probably just snacks or food, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Saves you a bit of money if you take it with you. And it's especially good at Target because once stuff leaves the store, security can't stop anybody. Anyways, for this particular shift, I'd say this was I was working the closing shift on a Friday, and it was the summertime. Now, this was around, I'd say, 10:30, maybe 11, where um I was pushing in large rows of cards as usual, and as I was bringing the carts in, every like any other shift, I would see cars go by, and I'm thinking, they're here to shop or whatnot. So, like, I really didn't pay attention much. But as the minutes went on, the cars that were passing by started to look more and more flashy than the last than the ones that came before them. And I'm like, and so then I'm starting to think like, well, what's up with these nice ass cars, y'all? I know these dudes ain't coming here just to shop or something. And then, but I continue to focus on my work, believe it or not. Then I see them start to come in bunches, and I'm like, what is going on here? Is that like a car show or something? And no one told me. I'm like, cause this was really confusing me. And also keep in mind, to this day, I haven't been to a car show in years, man. And it sucks because I love car shows. I love going to. No, I love cars. Period, man. And for me, the best car show, I can honestly say, the best car show is like the ones that are in like an open lot, or like a big field or something like that. Because with times like that, it becomes more than just a car show. It becomes like a whole damn near fair, because along with the cars all over the place, freaking, they have food vendors, they have people that have yard sales and whatnot. And it has such a great feel to it that, like, honestly, you could only experience the feel of that if you went to it yourself. Like, no matter how good anyone could describe it, it will not match the feel uh, of a first person experience. But anyways, um, uh, again, I was thinking, is there a car show going on? So, and then, I hear a bunch of engines still revving. So then I turn, so while I have another row of carts about to push in, I turn around, and in the lot that was in the back of a building. Normally the lot would be empty, but it was filled to the brim with tons of cars, and I'm like, and I got excited. Honest to God, I got so excited, man. I was so hyped. I was smiling like crazy. I'm like, oh my God, it's a car show. But it was really a car meet rather than a car show. But still, everybody was showing off their finely tuned and customized cars and whatnot. And and I can't even front, yo. The second I saw it, I didn't even hesitate. I pushed the roll carts in I had as quick as I could, and I immediately went to the car meet. And it was like I was having a break, a third break at the end of my shift. Well, technically a fourth break, because when you have a standard 8-hour shift, you have a 15-minute break, then you have a 45-minute break, which is your lunch break, and then a 15-minute break towards the end. But it was so amazing because it was such a variety of cars in such a small lot. There was import tuners, muscles. They had real old luxury cars. They had motorcycles. It was so amazing. For one in particular, this dude had a Dodge Challenger. Current, the modern Challenger, not the old one back in the '70s. And he had the headlights modified to flash and all different colors. He could flash, he could change it up, and it was all from his phone, where he could change the lighting up from police lights or something, or just flashing and whatever mix of colors he wants, or he had his high beams also. He also had those customized to be any color he wanted. It had to be one of the craziest things I've ever seen, man. And also, some of the cars, I thought people stopped doing this a long time ago. Some of them had the neon under the cars, like how they used to do back in the old Fast and Furious movies and in the old Need for Speed games and Midnight Club. I honestly thought that neon was illegal nowadays, because I was told that they made neon under the car illegal after some kid died while drag racing because of it. Anyways, that's a random. That's just a random thing. But yeah, man, and it was so vast that I called up my brother-in-law, because he's a big car guy as well. I immediately called him up. I told him he had to get down here and check this out. And at first, he was doubting me, but I was I was guaranteeing him that he would not regret coming down here. And he did come down here for a quick second, but I didn't see him though. Then I tried to call my nephew, who was older than me, his son, but but he wasn't answering his phone, unfortunately. But I guarantee you that he would have liked the cars too. But I can't read minds. Then then everything was going all well and good till one of my bosses radioed me on the walkie-talkie telling me to come inside, and I was so tight because by the time he called me, I had finally, after all these years, had seen my favorite car of all time, the Chevrolet Chevelle. Like, I don't care how old I get, how how far, if it's 2035 or something. The Chevy Chevelle will always be my favorite car, and I would love to have it over any car. And yo, this dude, when I say he took care of his Chevelle, he took care of it. It was beautiful, man. Freaking. Normally, I don't. Normally, when people have cars that are like tan, beige, or like an off-white, color like that, it usually doesn't look good. But yo, this dude hooked it up to the max. The paint was glistening in the light. The rims had to be at least 21 inches or bigger, and they were chrome, shining brighter than the car was, man. And the thing was, unlike the other cars there, he didn't have any like special modifications like the neon or the special or the different flashing headlights or anything. He just kept it simple with all that. And in some cases like that, simplicity will always win. And then, but eventually, all good things come to an end. One of the security guards I talked to, because there's a security guard that rides around the whole strip mall. That rides around the whole strip and whatnot. He also, along with Target, called the cops to and I think someone caught wind of it because I didn't snitch. That the cops were called. So they dispersed within a few minutes. And then by the time I was allowed back out, I think it was like 11:30, maybe 11:45, and like they had all but gone except for like a few cars. And like I was able to catch them before they left. And I said, and I was able to say a few things, compliment the cars and whatnot. They were sharing a few things about the car with me, and like unless it like slipped my mind for like a quick second, I'd never forget that day. Like that shift was so fun. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this story. Definitely want to thank everyone who took the time out of their day to chill with me and listen. So if you enjoyed it, definitely let me know, and just be assured that more will be on the way. So until then, I am Hitman Kaz. I'll see y'all later.